This is a short how-to video on how to repair a Fabuwood kitchen door. This is a painted door with a light glaze line around the reveals of the panel. The kit contents are a fill stick, an abrasive pad, a scraper blade, a paint marker, and a glaze marker. When we begin the repair of a damaged area, we want to make sure that we have all the splinters removed and we don't have any items sticking up that could keep us from making a level repair. The first thing we'll do is take our fill stick and rub back and forth across the defect until it's filled. Once we have the area filled, we'll use the scraper blade to come in and remove excess material. It's important that we scrape away the excess so that we don't shine the area up by polishing that wax fill stick. We can take the abrasive pad and remove any excess material. We'll then take the paint marker and we want to agitate that thoroughly. Typically we're going to shake that marker between 2 and 3 minutes so that it's thoroughly mixed. On a scrap piece of paper or cardboard, we'll take the cap off the marker and we're going to depress that nib until the material comes out. These markers do have a tendency to drip, so that's why we do it on a piece of cardboard. We get the tip with material and then lightly touch the surface. The material will darken slightly as it dries, and it will be dry in 4 to 5 minutes. If we have a wear through, where we have raw wood exposed, we can take that touch-up marker and again just touch it to the surface and apply the material. Never depress the nib while you're over the work surface. We're going to go back to the scrap piece of paper and we can re-wet that marker to add more material. The touch-up pen allows us to put on multiple coats if necessary to get the hiding that we need. The tip will dry out over time. We can clean that tip, it's removable. We can clean it with some lacquer thinner or acetone. Many times the material itself will re-wet the marker nib. Make sure the cap's on tightly, and we want to store that in a cool, dry place away from children. Our glaze pen we will use to replace the glaze line that was interrupted by the repair and the defect. Again, we want to shake this marker for 2 to 3 minutes. Pump the marker to wet the nib. And carefully, with the edge of that marker, the sharp point, we can replace that glaze line. Wipe off the excess to straighten the line. Allow this to dry overnight and it should be color fast. Anytime we do touch up, we got to remember that the least amount of material to get the best result. So we don't want to overdo just the least amount of material.